Hi guys, welcome again. The free player arena season has just started, or like a couple days ago. I'm already in top 3, as we say that in Elite, so that's been working pretty good for me. And today I've got 2 games for you. One is from preparation for the season, that's the first one, and the other one will be just from my climb to the top. So this is the game, the first one that I'm showing. This is Ephesus, and this was on stream when I said, like, this is still versus elite players. I think one is, you can see, 460 and 213, so very decently rated. As you can see, Mr. GP is rated higher than me. And this is the scenario that you would normally kind of want to avoid. So you are Ephesus, kinda you want to go green, but there is Alexandria who can kinda ruin your plan, and there is no clear path for red either, so you're basically like kinda out of the move. But let's see what happens in this game. As I said, this game is from the stream, so if you want to check it out, some games I do stream on Twitch from time to time, usually in late European evenings. So here we go. I chose A just because I wanted, this is preparation, so I wanted to try different things. I wouldn't normally recommend A, to be honest, but it does have some places. Like in some situations, it's quite good. Timberyard. Here, obviously, like free player. I've talked about it, I think, a lot, especially on the Discord. That it's not my favorite to play. I think free player is a great place to start when you're trying to play competitively, 7 Wonders. But if you played so much, I think it's the format is quite easy, and there is not that much that's changing. But of course, that's just my opinion. A lot of other players disagree. So here, speaking about that, I think you always get the duel. Not that it's like very different in other formats, but there are some times where you skip the duel. Here you always take it. No matter if it's like totally not for me at the moment. So here I think I went Stockade just because my resources doesn't allow for anything else. Free player in the new edition, it's still about the red. The green is better, but it's still about the red. So here, I think I went Orvain. There could be said something for Theater. I was just afraid that I would be put like at too much. I've seen him grab both trading posts, so I was like, okay, I need to make sure that I have something at least. So that was my plan. Basically, this helps me secure red in the H2, but he is a crazy red player. So here there is a choice between lumber and clay. There is potential for marketplace, I think, but I think lumber is generally better in this situation at marketplace, just a little bit, because you are the only source of lumber, and I think it's pretty decent because it lets you kind of buy a lot of stuff that you would want. We generally don't want to lose red against this guy. The plan is to at least be second in the second round. Here we obviously get altar, which is excellent. Altar is much better right now, so there has been some changes. And here we get nothing, so it's just a throw, obviously. So as you can see, the Timberyard was pretty fortunate, but other than that, we maybe altar on like 5th pick. But other than that, we didn't receive anything special. On first hand, we also get total garbage. I don't think there is a good pick from this hand. I picked Loom from this one. But honestly, I think throwing Sawmill is kind of the play. Or probably just burying Sawmill here, because we can still, play for that one, just to make sure that you are the only source of lumber. That should be the play. I went for Loom, which I think it's okay, but it's not great. So Loom obviously the best gray resource, but I still think there should be done something about Sawmill, or maybe about some other cards that they can score, like Hiding Aqueduct or something. But I think Sawmill is the best way to go about it. So here, like the Colossus in this game, like I again, this is like a very highly rated player. He gets Caravanserai in this one. But as you can see, there is only one stone. So I was like, when I was presenting this on stream, I was like, do you guys see that? He didn't choose Quarry, which he should have. I think this is a mistake, and I decided to punish. Why he did that? I think he can count on me not doing that because I need to win red against this guy. But I buried Quarry anyway, so... is that the best move? Like in a vacuum? I think it's very decent, but I don't know if it's like the best. Here, nothing amazing. I think I just hit Skull, which is a decent move to do. No, I did... this one is also pretty reasonable. Like, this is not scary. Like, he doesn't look like he's doing much. So the reason why I hit the double stone was that I was actually focusing on this guy. In the meantime, of course, he built the red, he built the other red, and I have no chance on building the other. So now I thought that I was in pretty bad position, but I still need to get some points. So Courthouse from this one. His green looks pretty bad. As you can see, Walls is terrible, but I do get the Vineyard, and they are pretty low on... like, this Colossus position might seem very good, but actually Marketplace is totally lost because it doesn't give him anything right now. He has all the grays, but there are only 2 browns. So without those doubles, his resources are actually terrible. Mine are actually pretty good, and I will get most of the trading from this guy. So I think this was an overcommitment, kind of from his side. Here, given that Decorators is terrible for the next guy and absolutely, like, not absolutely terrible for this guy and pretty bad for this guy, I decided to go for Palace. And again, as you can see, this is a game where I'm losing red, for now at least, in the second round. So, you know, just a food for thought. And as you can see, I will be losing red for the whole game. Here I can both Traders and Haven. I think I decided to go for Traders, because Haven is pretty bad for them, but they can still build some. I do get Decorators back, which is very, very happy for me. And they do fight on red, so that's also very good. Here I get the Senate over Gardens. I think that was reasonable, but I can see a case for Gardens because he has to pay for the other one. And I just built because I have to, because of the Decorators. And in the end, I won this crazy game, where this is like really crazy game because I didn't win red. Like I only won 1 red, which is still pretty terrible. Like this is not a good investment. This gave me 2 points, so that's worse than a blue. And actually, like the blues now give you more than. Usually give you more than 3 points because they save you some money in the first round, so that's also convenient. I haven't been like... The only thing that has been working for me this game is that I was on 5 resources, so that's good. And I won because of the cheeky play with that one. Here, I think this was a little too unfocused. This is 7 cards for resources. And the red is won quite cheaply, but not that much. And the green unfocused too, here too. So this could probably be improved. What I won exactly by picking both Pantheon, both the Palace. As you can see, my picks in the last era were like Palace, Pantheon, Decorators, Senate, 7 points. Obviously, I have to pay for some of them 6 points. While, for example, for Colossus, it was like 6, 6, 5, 5, and red. So that's just much worse. I don't think this style will work very often, to be honest. But this is something to consider. Like, that's why I'm recording this game, because I think this is something unorthodox a bit, and I'm really curious if you guys also have some wins like that. I was very surprised by that one. Of course, I was counting on getting Colossus out, but I thought that this guy will actually beat me with winning red cheaply. But in the end, it wasn't the case. It wasn't like by a huge margin, so you know, some worse guild or stuff like that, and I might have been a second place, but I was still pretty proud of that one. And let's get to the arena game. I think, no, these are totally different guys. For some reason I thought one of them might be the same one. This is arena game. I think I played this at Platinum, but both of those guys are above 300, so that's also great. And this is probably the worst lobby that you can see. Like, the only worst part would be if Giza was Halicarnassus, I think, but still not by much. So you are Olympia, and I like Olympia, and that's why I'm showing you also this game. But Olympia usually wants to be in red. Here you are against Colossus, who is like before you, so that's also bad. But worst of all, you cannot pull the prank like I did here, because they will get 3 stones in the first era, so that's impossible. Also, there is no green. Basically, going for green here might be a possibility, but we will see. Also, Giza on your left is usually pretty bad, because most of the people still go for B, so they can screw you in the last round pretty much. And you, like in these types of lobbies, you will be fared in a lot of times. So let's see how I manage, or do I manage to escape that. So first, obviously clay pit. I want to highlight how good clay pit for Olympia Knight is. You basically, like, you are missing one ore, which is not contested much. Like, this is one of the least contested resources in the first era, and one claypool, which also isn't contested, but even if it is, it's good for you because you can build both of them. Like, same here, kinda. Like, you really easily secure your first 2 stages, and that's great. That's pretty great. Also, of course, clay pit. In the last edition, in the Pistolier guide, this was called the best card to pick, so because it goes into double red. So that's something to consider also. Here I just go for Lumberyard, I think. Giza obviously left without the double, so hard game for him. The duel, sorry. This suggests maybe a little like a green splash or just heavy green, but too early to tell. Here I just went Lumberyard. Not crazy excited, but you do need some lumber, some wood. Here, as you can see, this guy is already finishing his first, like, he is able to finish his first stage, which is very important to him. Here I debated. Marketplace is decent because it lets you caravanserai, but I thought barracks is actually more important. I need to establish myself on the red, and I'm very glad I did, given how you can see that it turned out. Here there are a couple of options, actually almost every card from this except for Theater maybe, because Altar is just better. So you can Orvain to make it here. You can claypool to make sure that you're the only one with claypool, but I actually wouldn't, because this guy has 3 clays, and if you play 3 clays for him, that is helping him. So I think I went altar from this hand, just because it's so good. It is worse in this scenario because like he's collecting all the grays, so that's a little worse. Here I think I went for no, I hid loom in this one. This stage doesn't interest me that much, and I don't want them having access to loom easily. Like I can manage without it with this stage, and altar. So I actually hid loom. And this is an important part of playing Olympia. You do need to realize what you need to hide. Like in that game, for example, if I was Olympia, the hide was for double stone. Here it's the loom. So there is a lot of skill in that. Here I thought about playing it, but I actually, just because I did a line with hiding it, I decided to throw a card, so I have money for all the red cards that will come from the second hand, which is important because on the first hand I actually get everything for free. So yeah, the clay was played, so that's quite convenient for me as well. We are both losing to Colossus. Like this is a dream scenario for Colossus. No one went full green. Colossus has a real problems with people going full green because you cannot stop them. You basically cannot stop them. You need to like count on the other guy, but he's doing just some splash. Here I did went for one of the reds. Which one should it be? I think it should be archery range because stables is harder for him to play. But I'm not sure if I didn't make... No, I made a mistake. This is clearly a big mistake. Like, I'm letting him have that. But here, I think I went with the only line that can save this game. And that is playing the walls. This is still a red game. Like, this is a red game for all of us with resources. For resources, I have, like, my stages that I can use. If there is like even a bit, like if I'm not unlucky, I can use them as pretty good resource base. I did pick up some. Not caring about gray is a huge benefit compared to my opponents that have to waste turns building those. So that's something to consider. In the end, playing walls, I thought that's the only line that can save me in this game. He did pick up archery range, and you could say that I was smart, that I actually like hid it from Colossus. So he like I was counting on walls coming, like him paying, walls coming, but I don't think that's smart from me. I think that in the end it was a bit of luck. I maybe could have anticipated, and this is something also to consider, because like he could only pay for caravanserai to me. He doesn't probably first pick walls, so like seeing how the hands play out, this was a possibility, but not a strong one. So I still think this was a bit. This was a misplay, basically, guys. So here I have a chance to pick up Forum or Loom or Vineyard. With Forum, I kind of secure myself and force them to pick Loom. Without the Loom, I think I just win this game. And I think that's the play. The other line is to play the Vineyard, but I think it's a little too weak right now. And again, Olympia resources, like again with Clay Pit, it's just very, very good to picking up Forum and hiding those and situation like that. I did just go courthouse here. I'm still struggling on gold. if I picked the right one, I think he would have paid me. So this is just confirming that I made a mistake. Here I think I throw. And as you can see, they are still not picking cloth. Huge mistake. I can just play Vineyard here and be really happy. So you could say that like I win because they made a mistake, but this is putting them in a tough situation, basically. Like if he plays the third gray card, he's done. If he plays two gray cards as Colossus, not winning reds, he's done. If he doesn't play it, he's done anyway. So this is like, but this is kind of a game of chicken. Like this guy hopes that he will play it, he hopes that I will play it, and stuff like that. It's just there is no time basically. If he loses both reds, it's terrible. Like he doesn't have anything else. He just has 7 resources with nothing to show for it. Yeah, he can play a lot of great cards, but I can steal them from him. For example, Pantheon or an 8-pointer in the first round. So here I can actually let Pantheon go because no one can play it. And that's a huge upside. I can just go for Magistrates, let them pick the lesser blue cards, and I will just focus on the better ones. So yeah, so here again, Palace is unplayable for them, so if they just want to bury it, sure, I'll just play my fortifications, so I don't have to pay anyone for reds, and I secure a red for myself. Here, again, like the greens are looking terrible. He cannot even play study. He doesn't have school, so everything looks very bad. He cannot play philosophers, so I'll just steal the lighthouse. Thank you very much. This game is kind of over, even though he has an advantage over us right now. So Pantheon came back for me to me. Not surprised. Like they cannot really like. He cannot bury. Is he going to throw it? I don't think so. He can bury. But again, pretty expensive for him, those stages, and he has to do other stuff as well. With this, he's securing red for himself and possibly threatening me with it. So that's the last green that he was able to play. I get the Palace, thank you very much. And I just build a bad stage, but that's okay, because I still have enough advantage here. So yeah, in the end, this Colossus is like, again, in a premium position, totally, and he's last in this game. And this is like, it's not saying that like this player is bad or like this guy is a good player or like great player, but he was just forced into a bad position. Like in the end, it's like Timberyard plus Caravanserai. But again, this is just something like small mistakes or like maybe not totally conventional play from my side helps me secure those small advantages. Of course, I was a little lucky that, for example, I got any red on the first hand, or that he paid me for the walls. That also set up this game hugely. But in the end, like the lead is quite comfortable. I was forced to play a red as well, so I was forced to do stuff like this. I was forced to lighthouse as well. This could have been even better for me. If I get, for example, this card on my first hand. I hope you guys enjoyed this. I just wanted to show you 2 games with Hatedrafting, how you can, shape the stuff here. This is the best part for me about 3 players, and this is also the reason why I enjoy Colossus the least, because it has the least possibility of such plays. But Olympia is great for plays like this. Really fun. It won't happen all the time. It's much worse against Halicarnassus, who can build from this card, but it's still pretty fun. Let me know what you guys think. Let me know what types of videos you guys like the best. If it's videos like this where I analyze, if it's live gameplay, if it's maybe guides, maybe tier list and stuff like that. Maybe guides for specific wonders. Please let me know, and until then, see you later. Bye.